Hey currency kings and queens, I'm back with another video for yo mo. Alright, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Things that I don't typically do is look at other pairs, but the pairs and the commodities and the indices and the metals that I was looking at today was not for the week. That's a nice way to put it. Okay, so I looked at my gold trade. I didn't have anything that I could say I'd jump in right now with my strategy. Not saying it's no trades out there, but for my strategy. So I started looking at Forex pairs, which I usually trade GJ, but hadn't looked at UJ in a while, which is also on my list of trades. But let me show you how I've started marking up my chart so that I can get the best opportunity and see things before they actually happen. And it's helped me trying to make the chart a little lighter for y'all. So what I did on this one specifically is on the monthly. So I started marking my charts up on the monthly, and just to mention UJ, this is NASDAQ. Look at that big old rejection wick. We still have 2 days left on the monthly for NAS. So I mean, it's really rejecting. But we have to have a close before we can call anything. So just keep y'all's eye on the monthly for NASDAQ because it's rejecting the support. It looks like it's going to continue up, y'all. So on NASDAQ, it looks delicious. I hate to say it, but it does look delicious. We have some retracements on the daily and the weekly time frame. And actually a good ceiling for rejection up here on the 1 hour. So you can get a lot of good trades out of NAS. We have a triple top here on the 30-minute. 15-minute, I would look for it to continue up, but I would look for it also at these key levels right here. One being drop down to the daily, since we are intraday traders or scalpers. Okay, I would really look at this area right here as a level of support if we're going to continue up. And you see this previous high here on the daily, it was broken. And then we're still climbing, but we're looking at it being beneath the moving average. We want to see a break above the moving average. So this could be a potential retracement. This is the mini NAS on futures, but I have my other levels marked up. If you can see on my monthly, I have the monthly resistance here, the white line, and I have the monthly support somewhere in here, I believe. Monthly support I have marked over here. I dropped down to my weekly, and this is not anything that we're going to see immediately. These are just important levels that we need to pay attention to when our trade comes. So ideally, if you're taking a trade as an intraday trader, you're entering maybe on the 5 or the 15-minute chart, you're going to still pay attention to the higher time frame bias, which is going to tell you the actual direction of the trade. But on the lower time frames, it could be retracing, it could be filling fair value gaps or imbalances, it could be going to pick up liquidity and head back in the original direction. So just be really mindful of that when you are on the lower time frame, because when you're on the lower time frame, it's just zooming in on the higher. A higher gives you minimal information but tells you the big picture. The lower time frame gives you all the information you can possibly want and more, sometimes too much, for you to stay on your bias mindset. So just remember, when you're tackling that, it's always good to continue to go with the trend if you are trying to trade with it on the higher time frame. If you are, what do they call it when you're going against the trend, whatever that is, when you're, gosh, I had a blank, y'all. I am hungry. And I need some more sugar, so that maybe that's the reason why. But when you're counter trend trading, there I go. When you're counter trend trading, just be mindful of the original bias so that you don't get stuck in this tunnel vision of, hey, I'm going for sales. But hey, get your bag. Get your bag by any means necessary. Because as we all know, there's not only one way to trade. So I'm currently on the 15-minute for NAS. There's a level of support here that it broke as well. Came back up to that level of support. That's a pretty strong level of support on the 15-minute time frame. So it came back up to that level and then continued down. And then the next level here around 19,229, we're looking at that as another level of support that you'll either have to respect or break through. So NAS is NASing on this Monday. I just wanted to bring you over to give you a look at the actual trade I did on UJ this morning. So I came in this morning. I don't think I looked on it, but I have my areas marked up. I need to make the chart back dark to where it was, y'all, so y'all can at least see from what I saw earlier. I was looking on the monthly. I saw on the monthly we have like a head and shoulders, or you can see that it has some strong resistance areas on the monthly, but it's definitely a heads and shoulders pattern on the higher time frame for UJ. So I looked on the weekly as well, and I saw that we have another head and shoulders pattern on the weekly for UJ, y'all. So even without this being a thing right now, pay attention, because you could still catch some sales potentially if you are smart and going with the strategy that you have. So these are head and shoulders patterns. This is what they look like, and they go to different areas of support and either rebound off of that and go up, or they push through and break that support. So look at this level, and not even just here, it goes all the way across. It's pretty strong. So what we're looking for UJ to do is break this next area. But this morning I saw an opportunity for a sell because it was trending below the moving average. It had tapped into some liquidity areas, and it had also filled some gaps. So I saw that it broke below this area here, and I just took pretty much a breakout type trade and traded it all the way down to this next level. So being that I got in around here and took it all the way down, I'm up a pretty good amount of pips for today on UJ. So my trading day is over. I got in, I saw the opportunity. I may get in later for some more sales, but I need to actually look up the weekly news and see how UJ is doing and just some fundamentals on it. If it breaks below the current level of support that it's already at right now, I will be taking another sell trade, just so you're aware. So y'all get in on this bag. I just wanted to come in and bring that to you. This is the next level right here where we're at that is supporting on the 1 hour. And then here you have to just watch out for this area too, but it has already broken below the moving average on the lower time frames. But the higher time frames is also giving you some clues or hints that, hey, we're selling. How long we're going to sell, we never know that, but we can know that at these points of interest, these levels, that it's going to do something. It's going to react in some shape, form, or fashion. So just be aware. That is key. And then after that, I'll look for the level here to kind of respect. But y'all, this was a great Monday for me. I need to do more videos and be more consistent. That's going to be the story that I always continue to sing. But for now, I'm giving you what I have because I am extremely busy in real life, but I have time for you. So make sure you tune in. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Turn that notification bell on, and until next time, y'all have a wonderful week. Peace.